Welcome to your reading for the last decan of Cancer, where we have Moon as the sub-ruler and the ruler. So we are in Cancer, which is the sign of family, affection, connections. And then we have the Moon with the mystery, secrets, and most important, the cycles, the yin, the emotions, the intuition, the soul, and in the end, the mother. For this decan, we have the associated card from Tarot, the Four of Cups, the Lord of Blended Pleasure. And we have now four phases of the moon. That could also be an association, and there is always one phase that is coming and other three that we deal with or we are going to deal with. And it's mostly seen as a kind of moment of disillusion. And we have here, we found love with the Two of Cups, and then the friendships and connection with the Three of Cups. It comes like a moment in which you are on your own. You try to estimate what you really need, a time to reflect, spend more time with your emotion, and maybe rebuild your strength. So, of course, it's about the moon, where we have so many changes of the mood, and it can also go very quickly for one to another. It can also be like we see here that he has different cups, and now he dreams as a bigger one or a nicer one, and it's like there is never enough, or money are not making you happy. What I see by looking at this particular deck, the Ace of Cups has here an M. Of course, the discussion in the classical tarot is this is an M or a W, but that's another story. I see here in the Two of Cups having this, he has the same cup. In the Three of Cups, he has in hand the same cup, the cup of spirituality, abundance, that it's poured from above. But now none of these cups that he's looking at, or not really, or thinking of, or not really, it's none of them. It's the one with the letter M. The story could be that he is too much now in the material realm, ignoring in a way the spiritual realm, paying more attention to the part of spiritual gifts at this point. If we look at the classical tarot, and by the way, that's the sign that I was talking, it Ace of Cups, that it's an M or a W. If we look at the Four of Cups, he sits here with the back on this tree. He looks at the other three cups, he doesn't see the fourth one, or he doesn't want to. The fact that he sits on the tree, it's like connecting as above as below. It's a kind of stability or grounding. And if we look at the card before, see, each time he was thirsty or he needed something, he got a cup. That all these cups are just coming. There is enough abundance. And then he drinks, and then he has enough. But then if we look at the tarot after, he finally gets the fourth cups, but he's just pouring the water. It's like he's no more interested. He wants maybe to achieve things on his own. Now he needs something different. Maybe he takes now a time to decide what he really desires, and not going for out of reach goals. We also have to remember that this is the last decan of Cancer, so from family and community we go to much more individualist sign, Leon, so that's why he is here alone. And even from the other side, if he sees a flying horse, he is not paying attention, so he sees very much in his dreams due to this moon. So in conclusion, for the meaning will be that this is a time to go deep into your inner world, to understand what I said, your real desire, so you can make powerful choices about your life. If we look at another deck, the Lumina Tarot, we have here Four of Cups. When two are like brighten and shining and to have less beautiful colors, which in this tarot particular, it shows that maybe from the outside world you have everything, your life is perfect, full of pleasure, success, only you know what you really feel inside, maybe a kind of emptiness, maybe the idea that you are on the wrong path, or you should have done something different, or maybe even all your creation, they also, it brings responsibility, and now you realize that it maybe not resonates with your inner world. So definitely a time to make a decision of what is really important for you at this moment in time. From this beautiful Red Seeds Tarot, where we have interesting stories about the illusion, mysteries. It's a fascinating deck. Here it's called the Four of Vessels. You cannot cross the sea merely by standing and staring at the water. This person feels like he's asleep, needs to pause, maybe just withdraw, time to think. A lot of emotion has to be worked through. Fears, how do you make a difference between a fear and excitement? Something new, it's going to happen, but maybe you are afraid to take the last cup, or you are afraid to go for it, or too excited. This woman here spent the night in the temple of Asclepius, who was the god of healing and dreams. Here she received a warm drinks of herbs before she slept to have a dream of incubation. In the night, the god and his serpent would whisper messages and images into her ears. The next morning, she would talk to their guides and process what she had seen and heard. Divine guidance had been passed to the initiate for their journey ahead. Trust the mystery and the secrets of the moon, and trust that the messages will come in your dreams, or your higher self will whisper you what you have to know at this time. And because we mentioned that M from the cup, some people are even saying that this is from magic or mystery. And then we have the deck associated with the story, where the Four of Cups, it's the Nightingale story. It's about the Chinese emperor who had a beautiful palace surrounded by beautiful gardens. Many travelers came to see the grandeur of his domain, but all agreed that the most beautiful thing in the entire empire was not the walls of the palace, but in the nearby forest. There was the nightingale sang with a voice so sweet and pure that all who listened could not help but stop and sigh. The emperor didn't know about it, and he found about in a book sent to him by the emperor of Japan. Then he asked for help to get the nightingale in his palace. She agreed to come. He offered her a cage of gold, and for a while she was the most important thing he had. But then he got another one from the emperor of Japan, a mechanical singing bird, and the court loved that one even more, and they forgot about the nightingale, and the nightingale left. And when he was sick, then the mechanical bird was broken, and they asked the nightingale to come back and sing for him, and then he got better. But from that point, he didn't put her in a cage anymore. She just felt free to come and visit. So I see this beautiful story very much in the same idea, like with the rest of the cards, of wanting always to have something else, something more. My grandmother used to say that for the eyes, for the ears, and for the mouth, you never have enough. You always achieve something, and then you have a moment and you think, and then what now? On the spiritual path, on the going with the flow of life, of the what God has been planned for you, or the source, I will say, or even your higher self, then you can indeed be sure that you will always have this gift, you will always have what you need, but it's more about the things that you need at the spiritual level and not so much at material. I will pick up now a card for every birthday, the days that are part of this third decan, like an extra message, or you can even think or something, and then maybe this is a message for you as an answer to to the question for those born on 12th of July. Tristesse. I'm not going to make any comments. Maybe it has a meaning for you. For those from 13, Dreamcatcher, about the dreams that we just said, and you will get a message in the dream. For number 14, it's a kind of doubt, a question, looking for an answer. Birthday 15, 33, this was a 66, a sacrifice. 16, kind of disillusion, things are not working the way you plan. 17, 22, so a point in which you have to choose your direction. Powerful. 22, 44, 33, 66. Wow. 18, communication, letter. 19, revelation. 20, an obstacle. 40, numbered card. 40. I don't know why I started with 12, because I had to start with 11, so then we have all the day from 11 to 20. So I forgot and go back then to number 11, those born on 11. Enemy. These are the cards for 11, enemy of July, 12 of July, sadness, 13, dreamcatcher, 14, doubt, 15, sacrifice, 16, chaos, 17, crosspoint, 18, communication, 19, wow, a 10, and revelation. Wow, that's today. That's the day that I'm doing the video. So happy birthday. That's a powerful card. New beginning, new understandings. And for 20 of July, obstacles, 40, a 4, coming back to 4. I hope this is useful, and thank you for watching.